Party Mart, making it convenient for you with 8 Louisville locations. But not only that, they are delivering. It's hard to believe, man. They just keep evolving. And with us now is the VP of Purchasing and Product Development. That is Brad Williams. Brad, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Man, you and I had a chance to chat a little bit. What I love, we get businesses on here all the time that they're evolving. I mean, medical facilities, physician center of beauty, restaurants evolve. Your business is evolving crazy, isn't it?
That is
or
correct.
You are, particularly.
I'm evolving, the company's evolving, Liquor Barn is evolving.
There you go.
At all times, you have to evolve or you get left behind. So we try to do our best to try to stay ahead of things and create new experiences in the stores for our customers to kind of come and experience and maybe stay around a little bit longer than they're used to.
Yeah, I want to talk about that, but before we do it, okay, now with 8 area locations, there's a convenient location to you. But if you happen to get busy, getting ready for a party or whatever, you guys have gone a step further. You deliver?
That's right. We deliver Y-Drive when you can have it delivered to you.
Wow.
So it's kind of like Amazon, right? You keep getting your dog food all the time, you get used to it. So delivery has been humongous for us. It's really kind of put us out ahead for Liquor Barn and Party Mart and our customers to kind of get what they want when they need it, whether you're at the pool or you ran out of a bottle of wine and you need one more for dinner. We've heard a lot of cool stories on how people are using our app, the Liquor Barn and Party Mart app, to take advantage of delivery.
You guys are a step ahead of the competition, man. I love that. Let's talk about...
We're trying to be.
You are. Let's talk a little bit about those unique experiences, because I go to the location there in Springhurst, and I love what you've done because the space is unique. It kind of has a, I don't know, a neighborhood feel to it. What did you try to create? What did you do?
So what we tried to do there is we tried to scale the store down and make it a little more intimate than its former space, which was a little too big and cavernous. So it's a little more impactful than it used to be. But we took a concept of bars and samples and things of that nature and kind of really just poured gas on that fire. And so when you enter the store, there is a full-blown bar with stools, draft handles. We have a wine Cuvée system, hundreds and hundreds of bottles of bourbon and tequila and vodka. We added a mixologist Thursday, Friday, Saturday to come make your favorite drinks. There's an outdoor patio with umbrellas. If the people out there that enjoy cigars, you can have a whiskey and a cigar, a beer and a cigar out on our patio. It's really cool. It's made a difference in the vibe of the store. It has become more of a neighborhood feel in store there.
Yeah, I love it because you can still get the things you need for home, but if you want to have a little bit of experience there and take your time, I think you've done an excellent job. It's fabulous. Let's talk about this bourbon boom. Everyone here in Louisville knows how big bourbon is, the bourbon industry. Chef John Berenice will be on later, and we are always talking about bourbon, and you haven't backed up on your bourbon selection. As a matter of fact, it's bigger and better.
It's bigger than it has ever been. And to a point, the store you're talking about, the store space went down, but we increased the size of the bourbon department. There are more bourbons available in Kentucky than there used to be. Some of them are harder to get than they used to be. And there are bourbons made out in other states. It doesn't have to be made in Kentucky to be bourbon. It can be made in New Mexico, Delaware, Texas, anywhere. So we've really tried to curate a very dialed in selection of bourbon, and it used to be we carried every bourbon. Then we started discovering that sometimes there's things that weren't really thought out or not that good, or the label's terrible and it's too expensive. So we've spent a lot of time the last 2 or 3 years highly curating what we should carry and what we don't carry, and we've still ended up with quite a bit more. So there's a lot of good bourbon out there made here in the state, and there's starting to be some good bourbons out in the country that are being made that's been aged for a while. They had a problem where they were too young. Right. Now they're getting a little age on them, so they're a little bit better than they used to be.
All right, Brad, with Liquor Barn Party Mart, so tell me about the current trends, because we already talked about bourbon and how big that is. What other liqueurs, liquors, what do you find, wines, what is really moving and trending up?
So it's different nationwide for everybody, but at Liquor Barn and Party Mart, I would say there's always bourbon, but what is hot right now is tequila.
Really?
Blanco tequila.
Is it because of the season?
Tequila.
Or just...
No. I think people are discovering the complexities of reposados and añejos. And so if you're a bourbon drinker or a whiskey drinker, an añejo tequila is great. It's almost a whiskey drinker's tequila. A step down from that is reposado, which is kind of in the middle. It means rested. It's light. It's lighter. If you're a whiskey drinker, it's a little bit lighter. It's still got some flavor. And if you go down from that, you have Blanco. Everybody knows Patron Blanco. Everybody knows the silvers for years and years. People are giving up some of the traditional clear alcohols for silver or Blanco tequila. And then you can go the other way. Once you enjoy that, you can start having reposados or añejo. So tequila is very hot.
Well, you're a good resource. I wish I had you in my ear, like when I'm out at a restaurant. Okay, what should I order, Brad? Help me out here.
I'll give you my phone number. You can text me under the table, and I'll give you the best advice I can give you.
Yeah, make me sound intelligent.
There
I
you
love
go.
this. Okay, what was all that you were really throwing out some Espanol there with tequila.
Yeah,
Nice
reposado and añejo. It's basically what a lot of people don't know is those are aged in bourbon barrels.
Oh, I did not know.
When you're drinking a aged tequila, it's probably Jim Beam or Buffalo Trace, or somebody has sent an empty barrel to Mexico, and then they age it in that. Reposado is aged from 2 months to a year, and añejo is aged a year to 3 years in a whiskey barrel. So if you go to Herradura in Mexico, there will be Brown-Forman barrels there. If you go to Patron, there will be Jim Beam or Brown-Forman barrels there, and that's what they're aging their barrels in. If you go to Corazon, they're aging their barrels in Buffalo Trace and Weller barrels.
I had no idea.
So it's sometimes I call it from Kentucky to Mexico and back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And we've done some cool events like trying to tie those things together.
So bourbon makers, bourbon distillers have relatives in Mexico. They may not know it, or they do know it, don't they? I didn't know it. There we go. Let's talk about your locations. 8 locations here in Louisville. We reach out, Wave Country. Hey, this television station reaches out to E-Town too.
That's
and
right.
We're growing there too. Tell me about that.
E-Town store is a great store. They've got a nice little draft center in the back where you can get draft beer, growlers, tastings. It's the same concept as you're used to here in Louisville or even Lexington or wherever. Just in E-Town. So they've really supported us there. The military comes out and supports us. We do a lot of stuff for the servicemen in E-Town and Fort Knox down there. It's a good store if you're down there.
So recommendations. Okay, 4th of July party. First of all, if you need, they can deliver. I love that.
Yep.
But so you mentioned tequilas.
Yep.
Nice margarita is good for 4th of July, right?
A nice margarita is great for the 4th of July.
Good beers, and you've got plenty of those?
You want good beers, whether they're light or heavy. You know, I have friends who'll drink the heaviest of beers in the hottest of days. I myself enjoy a little bit lighter beer in June and July, maybe a Modelo can.
There we go.
Or something nice and cold like that. That's kind of what I like. Or sometimes tequila. It's a better alternative than bourbon in 100-degree weather.
You know what I have noticed too, though? Bourbon now, because of, everyone, all these mixologists that you were referring to before, man, they can actually make like bourbon lemonade drinks and all that, because I'm always thinking old school, like the old-time bourbon drinks. Now they can make them really refreshing.
You know, I used to call it Kentucky mixology, and that was an ice cube. That was how you did bourbon mixology. Now people are making lemonades, things with I don't even really like grapefruit juice, and I had one from Four Roses. It was grapefruit juice, fresh fruit oats, and it was amazing. So these mixologists are really masters of their craft, and they're shaving things in drinks, heating things up with torches. They're doing all sorts of cool stuff these days. They can really take what was traditionally a winter drink, bourbon, right, and you're drinking it all summer long. Hopefully.
That is so cool. Liquor Barn Party Mart, 8 area locations, and then we mentioned the one in E-Town. There's all the information up on your screen there. I want to hang with you, man. If I go in the Springhurst location, how often are you in there, Brad?
That is my neighborhood store. I'm out on that side of town, so I'm in and out of there quite a bit, actually.
Maybe I'll catch you in there.
Hit me up. I'll meet you there for a bourbon.
You got it.
All right.
And if you don't have time, they deliver as well. Again, Liquor Barn Party Mart, 8 area locations, and don't forget that one in E-Town as well. 6 in Lexington as well. Man, goodness, they are growing and they are evolving. Coming up now, we're going to go to Frankfort Avenue. Get ready, because we got a big dinner coming up with Berenice. Chef John Berenice is going to join us on Wave 3 Listens Live.